I think it's time to explore, you know, and put the video out as to why he has a problem with celibacy. Mr. Joclioeur Henry Hanuman, and he continues to use the word Hanuman in his email addresses. That was his Swamini when he was where? In the Hare Krishnas. Okay? He's got a problem with Hare Krishnas. Yes, I know the organization because I used to be in it. Did I ever give my child over to them to raise? Hell no. I raised my child on my own. That's why my child was never abused, because I kept that was my duty to do, to raise my child, not to turn it over to some Gurukula and people that I don't know from Adam. And yes, it's unfortunate children got abused. There are some, unfortunately, many times in many organizations, unethical people. But I think we need to explore a little bit about what is the dynamic in that. And the dynamic in that organization of the Hare Krishnas was, even if you are married, and most definitely if you were a Swami, which he claims he was, that you're supposed to be, what's that word you hate? Celibate. Even the married couples were supposed to be celibate. Unless they were attempting to have children, for the procreation of children was the only time that sex was supposed to be taking place. So undoubtedly, this is why he has a major problem with that word celibacy. Okay? Nothing wrong with celibacy. And again, his view and his statements that I was having rampant sex because I had 2 children. One hand, you know, it was, what, did he know me when I was married back in my early 20s? Did he know me? You didn't know me. You weren't in my bedroom. You don't know my life. You don't know if I was having sex every day or if I had sex only for procreation of children. You don't know. And for you to come out there and make these kind of statements, on one hand, you want to say I had rampant sex, and the other, I'm denying them of sex. Well, which is it? You can't have it both ways. I have a problem with people like that. Talk out of both sides of your mouth. You can't have it both ways. If you got a problem with sex, and you do, because the first thing out of your mouth when you came here, I'm dating. You have a spiritual woman you can hook me up with. That's not only rude, it's low. First thing out of your mouth when you met my sadhvis, you're too pretty to be sadhvis. You're too pretty. And then when you couldn't get a date, when nobody wanted to go out with you and listen to you sing Besame Mucho, you go on your witch hunt with me. Okay? So the one that's got the sexual problem, my dear, is you. You might want to look at this. Your energy is absolutely smarmy. Creeps women out. To be absolutely blunt about it, creeps women out. Their skin crawl around you. Not only my take, it's the take of my sadhvis as well. Okay? So what, am I going to force them? Was I going to force them to sit down and talk with you when your first words out of your mouth were disrespectful and you think it's a joke to do that? Not only no, but hell no. So again, you think we want to go listen to you sing Kiss Me Much, Besame Mucho? Are you kidding? And you've been so disrespectful in every single which way possible. So I'm sorry you went Hare Krishnas. I'm sorry that you had a problem with not being allowed to have sex rampantly, like apparently you think you should. But you don't have any right to come here and dictate to people whether they should be celibate or whether they should be in other types of relationships. Who the hell are you to make that proclamation for anybody? Make it in your own life and keep your nose out of other people's lives. Okay? Also, you might want to think about, not continuing to go on saying what a fabulous hypnotherapist that you're, because the articles that I read, you're a self-proclaimed hypnotherapist and psychotherapist. Self-proclaimed, which means you don't know the jack what you're doing, and that's dangerous. 100% dangerous. So again, I'm happy to explore why you've got this problem. With people's love lives, whether they choose to have it or not. It's none of your business. Okay? You do not have the right to come in here and stick your nose into other people's spiritual path. You were in a cult. I see cults everywhere. If they do something you don't like, it's a cult. People are free to be here. They're free to leave. There is no dogma that people are being brainwashed here. This is a path of you've got to find out for yourself. You got to stand on your own 2 feet. You have to accept your own responsibilities in life. Okay? Which is about the furthest thing from a cult as you can get. So no matter how much you want to scream cult, it's not there. Okay? So go live your life. If you're so absolutely horrified and want to continue to speak out against ISKCON, which I'm not thrilled with the practices there. Prabhupada would be spinning in his grave now to see what they do. The food now is everything is spiced to hell, and you're not supposed to be serving Krishna spicy food. Not supposed to be eating chilies, not supposed to be eating black pepper. According to them, you're not supposed to have onions, garlic, nothing, because it inflames the passions. And one is supposed to be, what's that word you hate? Celibate! But I guess he's entranced by all the stories of Krishna that he had all these gopis. So maybe he thinks he's Krishna and he's acting out and he's going to have all these gopis flitting around him. It's never going to happen, okay? Give up that one. It's just not. So maybe that's his fantasy. I don't know. So on that note, I'm going to close this out.